Hi, my name is Roger Schluter. This video is actually about the two main types of bankruptcy, basically for individual and businesses, and then along with alternatives. The video will give you a rough overview of the two main types of bankruptcy. If you stay till the end, I'll give you several alternatives to bankruptcy. So anyway, bankruptcy is a process that should not be taken lightly for anyone. It is a very serious matter. It is a legal process that takes place in federal court and usually enables you to get a fresh start or eliminate or reduce your debt. Normally, you would contact an attorney who specializes in bankruptcies, but there are organizations that can help you find an attorney or get free legal help. These are the American Bar Association and the Legal Services Corporation. Individuals can file bankruptcy without an attorney, but I really wouldn't do it. You really need to be seeking the advice of a qualified attorney. It's always advised to do so. There are approximately 6 types of bankruptcies, but we're really only going to cover these two, that basically apply to individuals and sometimes to businesses. The two are the Chapter 7 and the Chapter 13 bankruptcies. Chapter 7 bankruptcy focuses on discharging, eliminating unsecured debt, like credit cards, personal loans, and medical bills. People usually can keep necessities like a house, a car, because they have to get to work, they got to live somewhere, and retirement accounts. Now, it does depend on how much equity you really have in those items. Not necessarily retirement accounts or the car, but in the house. If you have a house that's worth $2 million and you don't owe anything on it, they're going to want you to probably go ahead and take a loan out on that or something, or even sell it, to be able to pay that off. Bankruptcy laws are regulated by what state you live in. Income must be below a certain level depending on your state. Chapter 7 is usually decided by a means test, and that determines that you do not have the means to pay back your debt. Chapter 7 may be used by individuals or businesses, and Chapter 7 bankruptcy stays on your credit report for 10 years. The process usually takes 3 to 6 months, and in that it can be pretty quick. But it is the most absolute form of bankruptcy. Because it really does eliminate most of the debt. Really all the debt, all the unsecured debt. Usually secured banks and secured loans usually will be paid back. Chapter 13 bankruptcy is really a way to pay back some of your debt, but the administrator or court decides on how much debt you will be made to pay back and at what rate. These payments are usually made over a period of 3 to 5 years. They look at all your debt and all your household income, not your personal income, your household income, to see what you have capacity for repaying. There is no income requirements, but there is a debt limit. If you repay the debt payment over the 3 to 5 years, then the rest of your debt is basically canceled. This Chapter 13 bankruptcy is available for individuals or the self-employed. The process, since the individual is paying off some of the debt, takes 3 to 5 years. During this process of any bankruptcy, you will not be harassed by creditors or collection agencies, and that's probably the best part of it. They have to immediately stop calling you, stop harassing you. They can't do it anymore. If using the Chapter 13, you will have to pay back all the required debt that the court says that you must pay back. And you must do it in a timely manner, whatever manner they say, the 3 to 5 years. While either process can eliminate and reduce debt, the process can really take an emotional toll on the individual. Alternatives to filing bankruptcy. There are some alternatives. They're not always the best. Number one is that many companies that specialize in debt relief, they negotiate reduced amounts of debt and payment plans that you can afford with your creditors, and get your creditors to agree to those lower amounts of debt and those payment plans that you can afford. If check on the web for information on budgeting and taking care of necessities like mortgage, food, transportation, and utilities. That is something that most people don't do. They just get their check, have it put in the bank, and they spend till it's gone. So anyway, that is one of the ways you can start budgeting and maybe get around from actually declaring bankruptcy. Number three, you can sell any items of value to pay down the debt. If you have a lot of items, you can sell them on Craigslist, you can sell them on eBay, you can sell them on a number of different entities, usually web-based entities that you can sell almost any item. I know one time I sold bricks that my wife, they had paths out in the back, and we took them all out and we had all these bricks. And so, I said, well, I could sell them. And she goes, oh, no, you can't. Just tell somebody to take them. So I actually sold them for so many cents a brick. So anyway, you can sell almost anything. And then you can try to increase your income to pay down the debt. You could take a second job. You can, try to, kind of a secondary gig or something. So there are ways that you can increase your income to try to pay down your debt. And then you can come up with other methods of decreasing your debt or increasing your income. But if you're really behind on payments, keep your creditors informed. You want to inform them that you want to pay their debt and that you are working on it. Because the worst thing a creditor can do is have you kind of ghost them, and then they don't know where you are or what you're doing. So they're going to definitely, hand that over to a collection agency or someone who can be more diligent about contacting you to pay your debts. Anyway, information on this video, some of it was obtained from the U.S. courts and also from a Ramsey Solutions article. And the article was titled, "What are the different types of bankruptcies?" It is a very good article. So anyway, thank you very much for watching the video. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified of future videos. And also, please hit the like button if you learned anything on this video. My name is Roger Schleter, and I will see you in the next video.